Are you ready to join the frugal travel movement and start planning your next adventure? Then grab your backpack and let's get started. Researching budget-friendly destinations. The age-old question, where should I go on my next adventure? The answer, my budget, savvy friends, is simple. Research, 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 research. The first step in planning a budget-friendly trip is to find destinations that won't break the bank. The good news is there are countless hidden gems out there just waiting to be discovered. Here's the secret. Most people flock to popular tourist destinations during peak season, and that's when prices are at their highest. But if you're willing to think outside the box and travel during shoulder season or off-season, you can score some major deals. Places that are overrun with tourists during the summer, for example, can be much more affordable during the winter months. Plus, you'll have many of the sights and experiences all to yourself. Another tip is to consider less popular destinations. It's true, some places may not be as well known, but they can be just as beautiful and interesting, if not more so, than their more famous counterpart. And because fewer people are visiting, the prices will be lower. But where do you find these budget-friendly destinations? The internet is your best friend in this case. There are countless websites and travel blogs that offer information and advice on budget travel. Additionally, check out online travel agents, airlines, and hotel comparison websites that offer the best deals. And you can also check online communities or forums where travelers share their budget-friendly travel experience. Remember, researching budget-friendly destinations is all about being open-minded and flexible. If you're willing to do a bit of digging and think creatively, you'll be amazed at the incredible destinations you can visit without breaking the bank. So put on your detective hat and start exploring. Who knows? The next budget-friendly destination you discover could be your new favorite place on Earth. Planning your trip? We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, you've done your research and found the perfect budget-friendly destination. Now it's time to start planning your trip. But before you start booking those plane tickets and hotels, there are a few important things to keep in mind. First and foremost, the early bird catches the worm. The earlier you book your accommodation and transportation, the more likely you are to find deals. So don't procrastinate. The longer you wait, the more prices will rise. Another tip is to be flexible with your travel dates. If you have some wiggle room, try playing around with different date combinations to find the best deals. You can also try to travel midweek instead of on weekends, as prices tend to be lower during the week. Another way to save money is to use budget-friendly travel apps such as Skyscanner, Kayak, or Hopper. These apps can alert you to price drops and help you find the cheapest flights, hotels, and car rentals. To keep on top of all your bookings and expenses, it can be helpful to use a budget tracker or spreadsheet. This way, you can see exactly where your money is going and make adjustments as needed to stay within your budget. When it comes to planning your trip, the key is to be organized and proactive. The more time and effort you put into researching and planning your trip, the more money you'll save, and the more money you'll save and the more enjoyable your trip will be. So, roll up your sleeves, open your calendar, and start planning that dream trip you always wanted. Trust us, all that hard work will be worth it when you're soaking up the sun on a beautiful beach or exploring the cobblestone streets of a charming European town without worrying about overspending. Staying on budget while traveling. You've done the research, you've made the plans, and now it's time to hit the road. But just because you've set a budget, it doesn't mean that the budgeting stops there. In fact, staying on budget while you're traveling is just as important as planning your trip. One of the best ways to keep costs down while on the road is by staying in budget-friendly accommodation, such as hostels, Airbnbs, or camping. Not only are these options cheaper than traditional hotels, but they also offer a unique and authentic way to experience your destination. Another tip for keeping costs down is by cooking your own meals. Sure, it's fun to indulge in local cuisine and try new restaurants, but eating out for every meal can add up quickly. Consider cooking your own meals or looking for street food or small local restaurants to get a taste of the local food at a lower cost. When it comes to activities, it's also important to be mindful of your budget. Of course, you want to make the most of your time in a new place, but that doesn't mean you have to break the bank. Avoid tourist traps and look for free or low-cost activities, such as hiking, visiting local markets, and exploring small towns and villages. Finally, the key to staying on budget while traveling is being prepared for the unexpected. Things like weather, flight delays, or medical emergencies can throw a wrench in your plans and add unexpected costs. By being prepared and having a contingency plan in place, you can minimize the impact of these unexpected events on your budget. Staying on budget while traveling is not about missing out on experiences. It's about being smart with your money. With a little bit of planning and a bit of flexibility, you can have an unforgettable trip without breaking the bank. So go forth and explore, but don't forget to keep an eye on your budget. Trust us, your bank account will thank you for it. Here are some additional tips. Use public transportation instead of renting a car or taking taxis. Not only is it cheaper, but it's also a great way to see and experience a new place like a local. Look for deals and discounts, such as student discounts or group rates. Many places offer special rates for students or groups, so be sure to ask if any discounts apply to you. Be mindful of currency exchange rates. If you're traveling internationally, be sure to keep an eye on currency exchange rates and try to use credit cards or apps that have lower withdrawal fees. Research and take advantage of free walk-in tours. Walk-in tours are a great way to learn about a new place, and they're often free or low cost. Use online tools for finding cheaper flight and accommodation options such as Skyscanner. Easy apps such as Maps. Plan your itinerary according to your needs and prioritize what is more important for you. Consider volunteering or work exchange programs. If you're open to a more immersive travel experience, consider volunteering or work exchange programs that can offer free accommodation and food in exchange for your labor. Now that you've learned all about researching budget-friendly destinations, planning your trip, and staying on budget while traveling, it's time to put all of that knowledge into action. Remember, budget travel is not about sacrificing experiences. It's about being smart with your money and making the most of what you have. Traveling on a budget allows you to be more creative, more adventurous, and open to new opportunities. It can make your travel experience richer. It can be an opportunity to meet locals and make genuine connections, to try new things, and to discover places that are off the beaten path. So, whether you're dreaming of a tropical island getaway, a European city break, or an epic backpacking trip, there's no reason to let money hold you back. With a bit of research, planning, and budget-savvy strategies, you can see the world on a budget and create memories that will last a lifetime. We hope you enjoyed the Frugal Traveler's Handbook and that it has inspired you to start planning your next budget-friendly adventure. Remember, it's not about how much money you have, it's about how you use it. So grab your backpack, pack your sense of adventure, and get ready to explore the world. And if you have any of your own budget travel tips or experiences to share, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more budget-friendly travel advice and inspiration. Happy travels!